We are always concerned about the potential presence on U.S. soil of terrorists coming from overseas. That's something we're always worried about. One of the things that the president asked for in this supplemental was additional funding for border security, for like 1,500 more Border Patrol agents and better technology.
And yet our borders, they remain wide open. Let's discuss the potential threat right here at home. Joining us now, former Director of Special Operations for the Drug Enforcement Agency, Derek Maltz. Also with us, Senior Law Enforcement Analyst and former Customs Border Patrol Acting Commissioner, Mark Morgan. Thank you both for joining us this afternoon.
Yeah, thanks, Lidia.
Thank you.
Mark, let's start with you first. Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas, he testified this week in front of the Senate, and yet he still was unable to even answer if the border was secure. Yet Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson revealed there's been approximately 6 million gotaways. What do you make of the fact that the leaders, our own leaders, can't definitively say that, no, there are no terrorists here? They just have no answers.
Oh, they have the answers, Lydia. They just don't want to provide them because they're actually not serious about securing the border. You just heard from Kirby saying that, yeah, hey, we're always concerned about national security threats with respect to our border. No, they're not, Lydia. If they were, they would reverse course. If they were, they would stop the 1.7 million known gotaways. Just in the last couple of weeks, Lydia, this is a couple of weeks, we've had a Palestinian individual in this country that was arrested because, quote, he wanted to kill Jews, and they believed he was planning an attack. We had a terrorist that was inadvertently released into this country, who later we found out had ties to terrorist activities from Senegal. We had a Venezuelan illegal alien that was inadvertently released, and we found out later that he was actually wanted for murder in his home country. Lydia, we could go on and on about these examples over the past 34 months. And you and I have talked before. It's not a matter of if or when there's going to be a national security threat into our country. It's already here.
Absolutely. And Derek, let's talk about the drugs that are also flowing into this country. A major drug trafficker in New York City, Queens, was busted with over $10 million worth of narcotics and guns. We know where they're coming from. So it's not even just a matter of terrorism happening from people abroad. People here are already suffering.
Right. Thank you, Lydia. So let's just keep one other thing in mind. We have video footage this week of the Mexican cartels throwing explosives now. We know they have drones and drop explosives, but this is what they're dropping on America every day. There's the 1-year-old who died in a daycare center, and there's baby Cash in the coffin. Okay? The mother was out at the Lost Voices of Fentanyl rally, and she spoke about her son's death. He came across fentanyl in the house, just like the kid came across the poison in the daycare center. But look at this, Lydia. Here's the military that's dying at record levels, too. So does America realize that we're losing our future generation and our future leaders that are going to fight for us, that are going to be in hospitals, and, our nurses, our teachers, because we're losing like 9,000 Americans a month, and it's coming over that southwest border, and the policies of this administration is enhancing the cartels and China's ability to kill our American citizens.
I know, it's like as if a major airliner crashed every single week, thousands of people, and the Biden administration just keeps saying, there's nothing wrong here. Such an insult to our intelligence right here. Derek Maltz, Mark Morgan, thank you both for joining us.